Good day. Today I'm taking a look at my new old computer monitor. So right here, this is an Acer model was it S230HL, I think is the designation, although you'll see it in the title if I got that wrong. As a second 23-inch monitor to the LG that I've been using since, actually I've had this thing for almost 2 years. It was actually free. Long story short is my dad had an old Acer computer, and I should say I like Acer monitors, but their computers, I had a laptop and it was horrible. I think I returned the thing after 3 weeks. But my dad had an old Acer computer and his old LG monitor crapped out. Bought a 23-inch monitor, which was this one, to replace it. Then the Acer died, and then he decided to replace that with a laptop, which was Toshiba, not Acer, and decided he was going to use this as a secondary. And after a couple days of doing that, he realized it was kind of pointless, because really all he does is email and look at sports websites and things like that. So he didn't actually need it, and asked me last time I was up if I wanted the monitor, and well, I said sure. It's worth about $200 Canadian. And the old Dell that I had here had been crapping out anyway. I actually had two of the Dells. They're both pretty much dead, but they were both kind of almost garbage bin rescues, so I got what I could out of them. So I got the second monitor. Now, the one problem that I'm having with this that I actually haven't put a whole lot of effort into solving yet, just because I haven't had the time, but you'll notice right here with the resolution, it's not quite filling the screen. It's the equivalent of about a 20 and a half inch actual display on there. I don't have the full 23 because there is an issue with the scaling on the monitor. There isn't on this one, but I know where the problem is coming from. It's actually the video card that I was using, which if we can look at the back right here. Yeah, it's the XFX Radeon HD 7000 series. I can't remember the number, but there's an unboxing video on this channel somewhere. So when I originally had it, at first I actually had it in my old Pavilion, which is this busted ass thing over here. And the problem is with the HDMI, which I know other people have had, and they've adjusted the scaling to fix it. But, well, not perfectly, but I'll go into that in a minute. But yeah, I had the same problem when I originally set up the video card in my old computer, which was probably about 1.5 years ago now, and connected it to this monitor. And really my solution to solving that was just to scrap the HDMI and go through DVI. This one, the main one, actually runs DisplayPort to DVI, which is how I've had it for a while. At one point, I actually had 3 computers hooked up to this. Three monitors hooked up to this. The LG used the DisplayPort, and the other 2 used DVI, so I could get the full Eyefinity display set up, whatever. So I had that problem. So just, DVI, problem solved, so I never use the HDMI again. But the problem that I'm having with this, the fact that it looks like this. And one thing I should say, I played around with the scaling, and I haven't found a way yet to make it not look like complete crap. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's actually the best looking monitor I've ever had with the resolution set right now. So I can have it look like crap and fill up the full screen, or have it look awesome and have black bars along the side. But the problem here is this is one of those newer monitors. You can look on the back. You can kind of see it. There we go. So yeah, so it has VGA and HDMI, so there's no DVI whatsoever to think of. Which is problematical, because if you look at video card, I have DisplayPort, HDMI, and 2 DVIs. So yeah, the only match that I have right now is the HDMI to HDMI. Or I could do VGA to DVI with an adapter, which I know I have one around here somewhere, but to be honest, that really wouldn't look the best. Or there's the other option, I could do DisplayPort to DVI or DVI to HDMI with an adapter. But yeah, I don't have money for any of that right now, so I'm just going to put up with it kind of the way it is. And I know the comment will go, well, why don't you scale? Well, like I said, I've tried rescaling and it looks like hell. So we'll just have to see what I can come up with. But probably I'm just going to do DisplayPort to HDMI. Then just DisplayPort to HDMI, and this one just straight DVI. And we'll see how it looks. Yeah. I should notice, my camera here keeps focusing on Capaldi's face. See? Dr. Number 12 is pissed off too. He doesn't like the scaling issue. But other than that, it looks awesome. I think one thing, the design out of these, I think the design, I like it. I like the LG a little bit better. And it's actually funny, this is 2 years old. This is 1 year old. But this, like most LED displays, has very little side casing, whatever you want to call it. It's actually a lot thicker on this one, even though it is LED, which is a little, I don't know. The look is actually almost dated at this point because most new TVs have no border around them. What to speak of, yeah. In terms of the picture, it definitely does look better on this. Although this still looks pretty good 2 years later, but it's not quite as sharp as this guy, which the HDMI may be what's making the difference there. We'll find out when I switch it over. So yeah, if it wasn't for the scaling issue on this one, I would be using this as my main one. But considering I'm only getting 21 inches or so on this one, and I'm still getting 23 on this one, this is my main one. So whenever I do get this problem resolved, oh, there's a truck. So whenever I do get this problem resolved, I'll make another video. But other than that, yeah, that's all I really have for today. So thanks for watching, everyone, and have an awesome day.